everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. Last time we beat Mount Moon and managed to get to Bill's Air when we beat Nugget Bridge, allowing us to get the SNN ticket. This time, though, the gym leader is upon us. However, I might as well mention this right now. There is a necessary team member that I have to catch, and it's for my team outright. I decided this a while ago when I realized the gym is near impossible if you don't have a certain type. I am not joking on this matter. So, actually, a necessary team member that we're going to catch is actually north of us, and it's actually one of the ones that we've encountered before, and I talked about it previously. So, let's go and find our next team member, because, frankly, it's going to be annoying if I don't catch him. Her, he, she, Wumbo. Not you, Pidgey. By the way, I did off-screen grind up Sparky's levels because the gym leader is actually very annoying, and the fact that... Wow, you really wanted that Pidgey obliterated. The fact is, the gym leader is very easy with gym trainers, but the problem is the leader themselves, for whatever reason, is the biggest gatekeeper in any of the Kanto games when you first start out. People will say, oh, it can't be that bad. No. For whatever reason, they decided, oh, we're going to go off the idea of having her the evolutioner of the first Pokemon. It unfortunately results in a Pokemon that's 1, 2... A powerful, and B, unless you pick Bulbasaur, you're never having an easy time at all. So this team member is mostly necessary, plus I need to manage that. There, we found him. Her. Bellsprout is my next team member. I've been grinding on Bellsprouts just for the sake of them, and Bellsprout is the next team member mainly because of necessity, and the fact that it's one of the few grass types that you can actually use in Kanto that I can get besides Bulbasaur, and frankly, there are no other options, and I'm really just tired of dealing with the failed recordings of me failing at Misty catching at all. Because Misty, for whatever reason, is a gatekeeper. 1, 2, 3. Click. Bellsprout was caught. Bellsprout stayed without his Pokedex. This is number 69. A carnivorous Pokemon that traps and eats bugs. It appears to use its roots to feed its replenished moisture. Let's give Bellsprout a nickname. I believe the name will be... Yeah, kind of an unknown nickname, but I don't care. I'm just finally going with Bellsprout at least. I'm going to have to start leveling it up a bit because, unfortunately, Flytrap's going to be a bit under-leveled. Let's see its nature. Fresh nature. That would be... Oh. Wow, actually it's a good nature for a Bellsprout. Plus special attack minus the special defense, meaning it's going to take more special hits. The trade-off is it does more damage with special attacks. There's also going to be an option to the Blasted Bullet TM because I can't use it, otherwise it's a grass-type Pokemon. So I'm going to go heal up, and then we're going to take on the gym leader because... Arguably speaking, there aren't any other way to grind up experience yet in Kanto for a while, so I'm kind of stuck with my options. Switch Flytrap in and have her deal some damage. I'm also going to teach Flytrap the Blasted TM Bullet Seed because I'm going to need it, and also go to the dang healing machines. Well, not healing machines, rather. I'd like to go and get myself some more items, so let's just teach it Bullet Seed because we need another TM, and frankly, Wrap is useless. So, there we go. We can also teach other TMs. Thief would be a recommended move. Why can't it learn Thief? Ironically enough, I am going to teach it Thief just because it's another move that's special. Also, the fact that it's literally a trap. I'm getting rid of Wrap for that because Wrap's kind of useless, and I'd rather not keep it on a Pokemon like this. I'm not going to ever use Thief any other time, so I might as well just do that for the sake of it. Thief. So I recommend outright if you have those attract TMs thinking, oh, I can probably use that to wall Misty out. I hate to tell you this, I really do, but her Pokemon are all genderless. There's no point in trying to teach those moves to them at all. Alright, let's just go and get some potions. I'll be right back. Alright, we're done with that. Now, Misty is going to be a big gatekeeper. What do you say? You're a trainer too. Collecting and battling, that's a tough life, isn't it? Yes, it is. Brilliant City Pokemon Gym Leader Misty, the tomboyish mermaid. She's definitely a mermaid, definitely a siren. Yo, champ of the making, let me give you some advice. The leader Misty is a pro at uses water-type Pokemon. You can draw in all their water with grass-type Pokemon, or you might use electric-type Pokemon and zap them. Either or works, but I recommend the grass type so you can actually resist water-type moves. The one she has in the beginning, it sucks. Splash, I'm up first. First up, let's do it. I talked way too many times about me bashing on Misty, but to be frankly honest, I'm riding an anger, simmering anger right now. I don't have much of a choice. So, Vine was the best thing I have right now, and I might as well use it. And, of course, he uses Smoke Screen on first turn. Can't use anything else but Smoke Screen, of course. That almost knocked it out, and I was, like, 3 levels below you. You're just gonna spam Smoke Screen until I just fail at hitting you, aren't you? You've been seated. Literally. Well, that's a lot of experience points. I'm going to definitely level up after a Shelter, at least. Shelter is a physical defensive Pokemon, but special defense-wise, this thing is terrible at it. Why do you know Supersonic? Alright, whatever. It's at least knocked out easily. So, yeah, that wasn't exactly too bad. Level 14. Oh, I almost leveled up again. That can't be. 64 experience points for winning. So, let's go and go try the next trainer who's going to be blocking us from Misty. What? You? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. Yeah, you like Misty so much. Whatever. Big Night Girl, Diana would like the battle. Sends up Goldeen. Oh, water type with high physical attack. It's going to more or less use the move of, I believe it would be the move Horn Attack or Super Sun. Yeah, I might have to switch. Please don't. Thank you. I may be in trouble though. What's the power of Vine Whip again? I think it was like 35. 35. Bullet Seed would have to hit 4 times to be stronger than Vine Whip. And I'm risking the dang Tiny Owl Whip. Might as well mention Confusion because I've barely been hit by it before. Wow, that's easy. Confusion is a status condition, basically has a chance of hitting yourself with a 30 power typeless move, and it scales based on your attack stat. So, worrying, and I could not overshoot the Blasted Vine Whip. Did you just use Water Sport? Really? Of all moves to use, it's Water Sport that you used. There we go. Get out of here, Goldeen. It's giving you a lot of experience for Fly Jump at least. Level 15, and with that, I actually learned a new move. This move is Sleep Powder, which will mean I can knock opponents to sleep. Getting rid of Growth for that, because I don't want Growth anymore. While it's a good setup move, to be fair, I don't use Growth often, and frankly, having a Powder move right now is mandatory right now. Very mandatory. Big Diana was defeated. You overwhelmed me. 380 for winning. So, I'm going to start off with Sparky first, because frankly, Misty is gonna be annoying. So let's start off the battle. Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can be turned pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive water-type Pokemon. Except most of your moves are normal-type moves. Later, Misty would like the battle. She sends out Staryu, water-type. Natural cure for the abilities, so any status condition she has, it's gone. With the moves, Tackle, Harden, Recover, and Water Pulse. Water Pulse, the gym move, is the most obnoxious move in the game for a reason. It has a chance of causing confusion, and frankly it sucks. So it's also one of the more damaging moves, and it already is showing its worth. So yeah, not exactly a fan of it, and I'm likely going to lose Sparky in a second because Misty has way too much power. Regular level 20 at least, it gains the move Slam, which I'm not going to teach it because Slam's kind of bad. It's a physical attack that rarely ever hits its target. So I'd recommend not teaching Sparky it, and he's going to choose to send out Starmie now. I'm going to let Paris take the fall because, frankly, I'd rather have Sparky healed up and use Thunder Wave on it. The Cripple is the speed defense because, frankly, this is going to be one of the most nightmare experiences in my life because Starmie, Water Psychic type, Natural Cure of the ability as well. Holding nothing with the moves Rapid Spin, Swift, and Recover, and Water Pulse. It's the Water Pulse is the move that is on Starmie that is not necessary in the slightest. This thing sucks entirely. whatever reason, they decided to think, oh, Misty being the second gym leader of having a Starmie is a great idea. It's not. It really isn't. And Misty by herself with Starmie is one of the worst things to learn. I hope I can hit the Thunder Wave because, frankly, I need this dang paralysis on Starmie because it's annoying. Thank you. Now your speed's blasted cut in half. Ugh, Starmie, I swear, has been one of the early game killers of my childhood and my life. And, of course, you use Water Pulse again. So, yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I've had to cripple its speed because, frankly, it's going to live a lot more often than not. And it's going to suck outright. So, there's that. So, let's use Vine Whip and try to get some hits off on it because I may be under level with Fly Trap. But Starmie is stuck paralyzed fully, so I can actually keep hitting it. There we go! Get out of here, Starmie, and out of my life! 931 experience points. Yeah, nice. Now I gained more experience points. Level 17! That actually is a new move for Fly Trap, which is the move Poison Powder. It is a poison move, which is a good status addition, but the trade-off for it is that it's just poison. As tempting as it would be to teach it that over Sleep Powder, Sleep Powder is a bit more useful when it's pitching Pokemon, so I'm not going to teach it that. Although I do have Paralysis, Sleep is a bit more useful. Wow, you're too much! Alright, you can have this Cascade badge to show you beat me. 2,100 for winning! The Cascade badge will make all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. This includes outsiders that you've got in trades. There's more, you cannot use Cut anytime, even outside of battle. You can use Cut to small down trees and open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM. TM03, Water Pulse. Teaches Water Pulse. Use it on the aquatic Pokemon. Alright, we're out of there at least. She is the nightmare and early game, breaker for anyone who's playing Pokemon. So, let's go heal back at the Pokemon Center first and start heading off on our adventure. I can't tell you how many times that battle has killed me, and it's just made me upset. Thank goodness. Now, you're probably wondering why the heck I have an Electric type and a Grass type on my team. It's twofold. One, I have a Pokemon that can deal with the flying types, and two, I'd rather have two Pokemon that can deal with the water types because water types are numerous. And there are, frankly, ground types in the game that can actually wall out your electric types. Now, I typically do this only because I have to and want to. You having more Pokemon of the same type deals in one type, it happens often, so don't really worry about it too much. So, let's continue on our merry way and have Flytrap get some experience. Because I'd like to get Flytrap some more experience. So, let's go in this house with the police officer. People here were robbed! It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind the most heinous crime. Even our police force has trouble with these rockets. Let's go in! All this damage, all this destruction. How dare they? How are you, sir? Those miserable rockets. Look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM that teaches Pokemon how to use dig holes. I was going to use it on Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. So, what do you have to say? Team must be trying to dig their way into no good. Heh, dig your way into no good. I see the joke here. Hello? Hey, stay out. It's not your yard. Huh, me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No, and I refuse not to. Because guess what, Rocket Grunt? You have Pokemon and things you want. Machamp! Ironically enough, having a second poison type pretty much means I wall out the dead. It means I wall out fighting types, and it actually isn't hilarious. I may have underestimated my choices, and I probably should have had Anarchy out right now. But I'm switching out now. Anarchy! Ow. Wait a minute. Oh, phew. I was more worried it got poisoned, because if it gets poisoned, it's going to get guts, and that's going to hurt a lot more. Because, as you know, guts is a 50% power increase, and having that on a Machop is scary. So, yeah, Rocket Grunt's using Drowsy, which is a psychic type, more of a special wall than more a physical wall. So, this may be a problem. I could have used Bellsprout, but Drowsy at this level knows confusion. Which means I can basically get hit hard, and Mega Punch missed. Yep, I figured that would happen. Thankfully, though, special attack-wise, Drowsy is one of the worst special offensive Pokemon for psychic types. Ironically enough, Mega Punch is too killing it, so hopefully Mega Punch connects again. There we go! Mega Punch. There we go. Automatically getting closer to level up. Team Rocket Grunt's defeated. Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly. 544 for winning. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. 28 from Rocket Grunt. The TM case. I better get moving. Bye. Hey, I got your TM back. What's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without TM. Diglett can technically learn dig out of TM, and dig is actually a good move. It is a ground-type move that's a 2-turn attack. In the original game, it was 100 power. This game is 60 power. I'm going to be teaching this to Anarchy because guess what? It gained a subtype of Diglett ground-type later. Because of dig, let's take a different move. A lot of the moves have been useful with the exception of Leer, which I've barely been using as often. So let's just get rid of Leer and teach it dig. There we go, Anarchy. You got dig. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. And I'm going to go back to heal. Be right back. Alright, we're back after healing up a bit and getting ourselves better mounts. So let's actually get out of here. You can go right or down, but you want to go down first instead to get past that dang tree that you cannot cut down yet. Now this is the trainer tips. A Pokemon can be made to hold an item. Some items can even be used by holding them in battle. Really good, and you want to keep an eye on it. In this route, Route 5 is home to one new Pokemon, Meowth. Meowth is a pure normal type, and it's actually known one of the fastest normal type Pokemon back in RPY. It's also known for high critical rates in that game. So, Meowth in particular, I'm actually going to be catching one, not for the 2 sets and ability to use as a team member. Oh, no. Instead, I'm going to be using it for pickup. It's an ability that only activates 10% of the time after a battle, but it's incredibly useful because you can get random items from it. Another thing is, Meowth is actually one of the faster Pokemon in the game, and it can learn Taunt by level 20. If you want to catch an Abra, you can actually level this up in order to get that Abra, because Taunt seals up Teleport. It's a really good Pokemon to have, so let's stop wasting time and catch this Pokemon already. Ironically enough, if you evolve it, you lose the pickup ability, so I'd warn you all right now. 1, 2, 3, click. Meowth was caught. It was at the Pokedex. A Scratch Cat Pokemon. Adores random objects. It wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for dropped loose change. I have no nickname for this, so I'll transfer to the PC. Let's place in box 1. Yeah, it kind of transfers to PC if you have more than 6 Pokemon. And this is a daycare, not in the original. The daycare is, well, a good place in case you have low-level Pokemon that need leveling up, and you could use it. Bill's PC, let's go to the storage system and move some Pokemon around. Now, any Pokemon can learn Cut, so I can actually get away with just, you know, taking the Meowth, teaching it Cut, and be on my merry way, because I'd rather have a Pokemon to pick up rather than Paris being on the team, because while it can learn all 3 of the more useless ones, I'd rather just have the Pokemon with that. Anyway, our daycare service. Would you like to raise a Pokemon? For raising a Pokemon, you can pay 100 Poke to raise only 1. You cannot do 2, so no eggs in this game. Another thing is, it gains 1 experience points for every step you take. A low-level Pokemon will actually gain a lot of experience reaching their next level ups and other moves. I will warn you all right now, though. If you decide to do this, you will have to miss out on moves that Pokemon will get by level up, so you can run the risk of learning moves that you don't want. And there's only a move runner in the game if you go all the way to the very end. So you have a huge waiting process. Besides that, though, that's pretty easy to understand. By the way, in case you're wondering if you want to go through this gate, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm on guard today. Gee, I'm thirsty, though. Oh, wait there, this road's closed. We are denied access to the next area down below, so instead, we're actually going to be taking the underground path from Vermilion City to Vermilion City. And there's a little girl here. Hi, do you have a Nidoran female? You want to trade for my Nidoran male? Basically, she's used to get a trade option for a Pokemon that has lower encounter rate, for a Pokemon that's more common in this version. Same thing applies for Fire Red. I didn't go fully in detail with Meowth either. In the original games, Meowth was actually known for one big thing and one thing alone. A notoriously great user of its high speed and crit rate. So, yeah, very good. We've all been losing the darkness on the ground path. Okay, whatever. So, if you recommend Meowth, I say outright, I highly recommend it because it's a good Pokemon to do so and actually have. The Citrus Berry right here. It's better than Oran Berry. It restores more HP. Meowth, after every battle, will potentially have an item, which is why you want to keep one in your party no matter what, if you're using one or not. If it evolves, though, it will lose that ability and gain Limber. So I recommend outright, be careful. So anyway, let's go fight some trainers. Unfortunately, things like Nidorino is going to get a lot of experience. Anarchy, time for battling. Actually, this will actually help Anarchy a lot because guess what? I've made the executive decision of just evolving this thing outright. Because, frankly, there is no reason to keep it as a Nidorino anymore because there's no moves to teach it. Unfortunately, any level up moves gains is not exactly factually good, from what I remember correctly. The only move that it loses outright will never get again is Horn Drill, which is its final move. But besides that, I can just ignore it for now. As much as I wouldn't want to level up and evolve it right now, and I wouldn't suggest outright not doing it, Nidorino actually prefers being fully evolved when you get to a point. But Anarchy's evolving. Behold, the ultimate Pokemon, the Nidoking of Anarchy. Congratulations, you're Anarchy evolving the Nidoking, a mixed attacking Pokemon known for its very high power. It's going to hit hard. Really, really, really hard. Because look at that attack stat now. So, before we do that, there's another move I want to teach Anarchy, which I can teach it. Ironically enough, it can learn Water Pulse. It can learn pretty much anything it can its heart desires. The only thing it can never learn is a Track, because guess what? Nidoking no longer has a gender when it's fully evolved. A Bug Catcher. There aren't many bugs out here. By the way, in case you're wondering of Route 6, this Pokemon, I hate to be bearer of bad news, but no route change. Only Meowth also here. Kango, Cinder Weedle. Let's check out our Anarchy at max level and evolved. Peck is going to do a lot of damage against any bug types, which we really don't have to worry about too much. There we go. Weedle's been defeated, and I gained some experience. Level up 19. Most Pokemon don't gain much experience and level up based on their dang level and evolutionary tree. Nidoking is not like that. It actually evolves very quickly. And it can also gain experience pretty quickly. So don't worry about it too much. Let's have Drag Switch in so we can actually get more experience with Caterpie. Because something coming up later is going to be a big thing, and I highly recommended getting this done. So, let's do that right now. 19. And we all get. I'm just gonna let Drag get some experience. So, let's just knock out these Weedle and go on our merry way. Nothing else to do here. So, yeah. Pretty much not exactly upset by this, but no, you're kidding! No, I'm not kidding. 1-892 for winning. Both these picnickers can be battled no matter what. And either or have decent Pokemon, so I'd recommend outright fighting both of them. Who's there? Quit listening in on us! No, I refuse. Please tell me more of your conversation. Camariki was like to set on Squirtle! Let's actually pick up the Pokemon because guess what? Fire Trap is a grass type! Haha! Had to. Go to sleep. Ow. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Of all moves to have, you have Bite, getting a critical, and then you make I swear. I can never win a feud today. You know what? I'm just karate chopping you in the face. Now it's your turn to experience a critical hit. Oh no, withdrawal, whatever shall I do? Oh wait, try again? There we go. Get out of here, Squirtle. Yeah, that's your first encounter with a Squirtle if you did not tag them rival. I just can't win. Because if your rival is Pokemon dependent, if you don't see the Pokemon in the dex, then you're going to have to teach that again. And I'm not going all the way back to the Pokemon Center to just heal up. While the Pokemon Center is close by, I'd rather just level up Flagship right now because frankly, she's going to need it right now, and it's been annoying that I have to keep getting experience for one Pokemon in particular because the game likes being funny. Hi. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. I've interrupted your private conversation. Battle me instead. Digger and Nancy look at battle, send out Rattata. Why does none of you use Pokemon that I'm strong against? Go to sleep already. Hey. Go to sleep. For those wondering if Meowth, by the way, can carry Amulet Coin, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it cannot. So, do not bother. Thankfully, though, it's asleep for 2 turns, and I can actually climb up it again. Sleep was a lot more broken in the early game, so yeah, it's a good ability nonetheless. Pikachu! I'm going to keep Fledgling up because temporarily, because it gives me an option to switch Anarchy back in and completely wall Pikachu out, because guess what? Ground types are the Pikachu's biggest flaw, and it can never do anything about it. Of course, you know Double T. Of course. Of course. And I have no moves that can do instant damage to you. So, kick in the face. You're on a timer. If I can't hit you, I can just poison you. 1 kick. 2 kick. Get out of here, Pikachu. There we go. I've gained level 18. Very good. Anarchy gained an experience as well. Very good. Picnic or Nasty has been defeated. Ugh, I hate losing. Then get better, scrub. Haha. So, another camper. Let's go and get some Pokénites, and let's see Flytrap's experience levels. Flytrap's actually 3 levels away from evolving, so tempting, but not right now. So, as much as I want to give Anarchy more experience, it's not necessary. I've never seen you around. Are you good? Yes, I'm good, actually. Are you going to lose to me? Who knows? Who knows? Ethan, like about Butterfree. I picked a bad option. Well, I'm switching. Well, Flytrap switching. I'm getting Flytrap out there. Nope. Nope. You know, that's fine. That's completely utterly fine. Completely fine. It's not bothering me. It's not bothering me at all. It bothers me a lot. Greg, wake up. Oh, no. That's just mean. That's just outright mean. Butterfree, why are you bothering? I'm asleep. I'm confused. Next, I need to be affected by something else. The fact that you're using either means you don't have confusion. You're just spamming it. Just stop. Just stop while you're behind, Butterfree. Just stop. I'm already confused. Leave me alone. Drag, please no. Thank you. Can you get burned, please? No. I hate these strategies. I really do. Because I have no options. So, this Butterfree, for whatever reason, is a pain in the neck. It uses Supersonic every time I'm not asleep, and then it uses anything else afterwards to sleep out if I'm not asleep. Get out of here. Your strategy completely failed. There we go. It's a lot of experience points. Look at your Ethan with like, then you're too good. Maybe instead have an offensive move, because Butterfree probably knows something by that level. So there are no more items around here, unfortunately. So, yep, pretty much. 2 new trainers. Let's go ahead and fight them. Unfortunately, double battles do not exist in this game, so do not expect any double battles. I think I'm going to leave this up to Rule of Fate. Me, I'm okay. I'll play. Okay, I'll play. You blasted Picnicker Isabelle Pidgey. And of course you have a flying tip when I pick a grass type. Of course. Of course. That's it, Fletcher. Come back. You've got to be kidding me. That's annoying. There we go. Get paralyzed. How are you faster than Sparky anyway? Ah, dang. Get out of here, you blasted Pidgey. So annoying. Pidgey again. And of course you all have Pidgeys. You know, I just realized how unskewed my team is and how I will have no room for one more. I'll have room for one more Pokemon on my team. That's gonna be fun. Another Pidgey, might as well just use Drag to obliterate it. Can one of you stop using Sand Attack for once in your life? It'd be a day that they don't ever use Sand Attack. She only has Pidgeys? Really? Of all the trainers that have only Pidgeys, it's just one of the most annoying things in the game. Thank you. Have a good day. You're actually slower than the other one. Get out of here, Pidgey. Burger gaining more experience. Nice. Picnicker Isabel was defeated. Things just didn't work. No doubt it didn't work. Maybe instead stop using only Pidgey. I bet that level they actually Pidgeotto. Huh? You want to talk to me? Yes, I do. Camper Jeff led the battle. Send out Spearow. Both of you have birds. Why is this not a thing? Why is it a thing? Sparky, get out of here. So, yeah, very, 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 very long and arduous process. Get out of here. Alright, that was done with. You're fainted, gain 99 for... That's alright. Raticate. Raticate is something I was more worried about because it's both high offense and the fact that it's normal type that probably has Hyper Fang right now. Yep, I was right. You know that thing is 90 accuracy, right? Oh, crud. I better switch. You know, unironically enough, it made me Anarchy take the hit. Only because I want Poison the Frog. Really? That was your last mistake, Raticate. That was your last mistake. Get quick attack off only to get affected by poison point. Funny. Camper Jeff was defeated. This stinks. I couldn't beat your challenge. Too bad. 320 for winning. Alright, we're finally here. Vermilion City, home of the third gym leader. Well, I'm gonna go heal. Because I need it right now. Oh, no, Pokemon Center. Would you like to heal your Pokemon back to full health? Okay, I'll take Pokemon for a few seconds. So, yeah, very good. Thank you for waiting. Restore your Pokemon full health. Alright, we're good. We'll see you again. This trainer is important. You urge to battle someone you've tangled with before. Have you ever had that urge? I'm sure you have. And when you want to battle certain people over and over again. Too. So I've been giving these away. Please take one. Versus Seeker. It allows you to refight trainers that you fought before, and you can actually have a chance of rematching. Very bad to use it, though. So if you run out of battery charge, you run out of things to use for it. This is a good way to get the level scaling this game, because the game is known for it. Starmie was a big example for it. However, I think I'm going to end this off right here. Next time on Pokemon LeafGreen, we'll be checking out Vermilion City, and seeing what can we do now. See you all next time.